Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Okay, morning. Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we have an interesting guy. He's in the data world for those people who want to be in that profession. So without further ado, Sonny, nice to have you here today, Sonny. So first question is, tell us what kind of child you were when you were in school.
What kind of child I was? Okay, so I was a bit of a nerd. I was a bit of a maths geek. I liked maths quite a lot. I quite liked art. I was a bit shy as well. I was kind of like an in-betweener. If you watched In-Betweeners.
Oh, okay.
So I was like a popular geek.
A popular geek.
Yes,
so
yeah.
You got on with everybody.
I got on with everybody, yeah. I did like school, yeah.
So you was never scrapping or anything like that, but you always got grade A's.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Some A's, some B's.
Okay. So tell us, you're in data security. Is it data analytical? What's your title?
So I'm a senior data analyst.
Okay. And what does that mean and what does that involve?
So I work for media brands and I do analysis for big clients like Amazon and Amex and Premier Inn. So I build, it sounds complicated, but I build data models for them and I produce compelling dashboards for them so they can view their campaign performances. And and it involves a lot of programming as well and project management as well.
Okay.
Across different countries.
So you like deal with algorithms and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've dealt with a little bit of those before, but that's more touching machine learning. So that would be more leaned towards data science, which is eventually what I would want to be doing.
What have you learned that you wish you knew when you started in this industry?
What do I wish I'd learned? What
have you learned now from all your experience working in this industry that you wish you knew when you had started?
Sure. Well, I wish I'd knew all the tools available for me to do that job. So there's so many things to do, like all the programming languages, and they're not easy to learn as well. I'm not sure if you've heard of things like Python and R.
No.
So they're quite complex programming languages. So this is something I've learned on the job, which I wish I knew before.
Could you have learned that in uni? Is it something they should have taught you in a university?
Yeah, it's something I could have learned at uni, but I did my degree 10 years ago now in maths, and at that time it wasn't too big, the data field, but it's just there's more demand for data professionals now.
Okay, that brings us onto the education side of things. What was your route of education from GCSEs up until your degree or PhD or masters, whatever you got? What was the route?
Sure. Yeah, I did GCSEs, all A star to C, I think it was.
Okay.
And then I did A levels. I did further maths, physics, English literature. Then I did a degree in Greenwich University. I stayed in student halls there, had a lot of fun in student halls. I was there for 4 years. And then I did maths, stats and computing degree. And then I did a master's, which was more advanced maths and stats.
So you really have a head for numbers.
Yeah.
So that was your route, and then you went straight into the industry, is that right?
Yeah, I went straight into the industry, but after I finished uni, I did some admin jobs because I found it hard to get what I wanted to do. So
what would have made it easier?
I think probably more exposure to data in industry. Like there was a big gap between learning things at uni, like abstract things, and not applying them in the real world. That's what I found.
Did you ever go on work experience during your time in uni in the industry you wanted to work in?
No, I didn't, but it's interesting you say that. It would have been better to do that. I think maybe take a gap year and get exposure that way. That's what I would recommend to someone starting uni right now, I would say.
What about just a factor like summer holidays, things like that, they can go and work for, even free work experience? Would you recommend that?
Yeah, definitely. Any sort of exposure to the outside world for a student is very important, whether it's 2 months or whether it's a whole year. I think that would be really useful for a student nowadays.
The subjects you did weren't niche subjects, let's say, for your industry. What if you could do it all again, how would you do it? I know you mentioned doing like taking a year out, but are there subjects that you would do knowing that you're going to go into the industry that you're in now?
Yeah, I guess if I did my degree again, I would have chosen slightly different modules. Not all of them. I probably did about 20 modules. I would probably do 3 that were different. I would have done probably something like business related and something economics related. And maybe something a bit more IT related as well, but at the same time still focusing on maths and statistics and programming. So I would have done that a bit more.
Well, thanks for that. What's the last question is, what's the impact you want to have on the world?
The impact I want to have on the world, I want to produce like amazing data analysis for clients. And yeah, I want to eventually become a data scientist, so that would have a really big impact on any company, providing those sort of insights.
Well, thanks a lot for that, much appreciated, and we wish you well.
Thank you very much.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.